Figuring out what to eat during pregnancy can feel like a whole other job, right? Between the cravings, the things you suddenly can't stand, and all the rules, it can be really tough to find something you actually want to eat. So, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise and focus on meals that are simple, safe, and genuinely comforting. Exactly. That's the whole point. This is not about eating bland, boring stuff just because you have to. It's about finding food that makes you feel good, especially when you're dealing with nausea or feeling anxious about what to eat or you're just plain exhausted. This is food that nourishes you without all the stress. Okay, so what's the answer? Let's get right into it. We're going to look at some delicious, doctor-approved ideas that are easy on your stomach and packed with all the good stuff that you and your baby need. So let's kick things off with the most important meal of the day. Mornings can be especially challenging. So these breakfast ideas are all designed to give you a gentle, energizing start to your day without upsetting your stomach. First up is a classic, and for a very good reason, creamy oatmeal. It's warm, it's so comforting, and it's super versatile, so you can pretty much adapt it to whatever you're craving that day. What's so great about this is how easy it is to pack in the nutrients. That protein and fiber, it gives you that slow burn energy that helps keep you feeling full and your blood sugar stable. And, bonus, that soft texture is just a lifesaver on those days when you're feeling a little sensitive. Okay, if you're looking for a serious protein punch, you have to try scrambled eggs with a spoonful of cottage cheese. It's so simple, it's savory, and it's incredibly satisfying. Now, the most important thing here is safety. You've got to make sure your eggs are fully cooked all the way through. No runny yolks for now. And mixing in that cottage cheese, it not only adds even more protein for your baby's growth, but it also makes the eggs extra creamy and super easy to eat. For those days when you just want something cool and refreshing, a Greek yogurt bowl is absolutely perfect. It's such a quick and easy way to get a total powerhouse of nutrients first thing in the morning. And this is just a perfect example of getting a ton of benefits in one little bowl. You're getting essential calcium for your baby's bone development, plus probiotics, which are great for your gut health. Just make sure you check the label and choose a pasteurized yogurt. All right, let's move on to lunch and dinner. These meals are all about comfort, flavor, and packing in those key nutrients like iron. Iron is absolutely crucial. It helps build your baby's blood supply and prevents anemia, which helps keep your energy levels up all day long. So here we have two amazing, warm, and comforting options. A slow-cooked chicken stew is just fantastic for getting iron and staying hydrated. Plus, it's super gentle on your system. Then on the other hand, you have a simple tomato soup. Not only is it delicious, but cooking the tomatoes actually helps your body absorb more of the good stuff, like the antioxidant lycopene. Meatballs. They're another wonderful, super versatile option. You can make them with beef for that iron boost or turkey, and they deliver a great dose of protein in a really soft, easy-to-eat way. And here's the key. Try baking them instead of frying. It's just so much gentler on your digestive system. Then you can serve them over some creamy mashed potatoes or simple pasta, and bam, you have a complete, comforting meal. And now for a true nutritional powerhouse, salmon. This is honestly one of the best things you can eat for your baby's development, and you can prepare it so simply that the flavors won't be overwhelming at all. Okay, you know the drill by now. The number one rule here is that it must be fully cooked. The reason everyone recommends salmon is because it's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are absolutely vital for your baby's brain and eye development. A little lemon and dill is all it needs to be delicious. But with salmon, it's all about moderation. While it's incredibly good for you, it's also important to manage mercury intake. That's why the standard recommendation is to limit it to a maximum of 2 servings per week. This way, you get all those amazing benefits while keeping you and your baby perfectly safe. Of course, we cannot forget about snacks and desserts. Cravings are definitely real, and these ideas are all about satisfying them in a way that's simple, safe, and still feels like a real treat. And look at these wonderful options. Just think of warm, cinnamony baked apples or a comforting slice of fully baked banana bread. For something creamy, chia or rice pudding are fantastic. And of course, you can never ever go wrong with a simple piece of peanut butter toast. All of these give you that satisfying sweet fix without any worry. Okay, finally, let's just quickly run through a few key safety reminders. And please don't think of this as a scary list of rules. Think of it more as a simple checklist to give you confidence and peace of mind when you're making your food choices. So we've touched on some of these already, but it's always a good recap. You want to avoid anything raw or undercooked, stick to pasteurized cheeses, and if you're really craving deli meat, just make sure you heat it up until it's steaming hot. And of course, steer clear of those high mercury fish and keep an eye on your caffeine intake. So, the main thing to take away from all of this is that eating during pregnancy doesn't have to be so complicated or stressful. It's truly about finding simple, comforting foods that make you feel good. It's about nourishing yourself so you can nourish your bump.